Live from WFSB, Connecticut's #1 local news, this is Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 7.
And we begin with an early warning weather alert. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Let's take a look at our forecast for today. It's going to be calling for highs in the mid to upper 80s. If we do get enough sunshine between the showers that we're experiencing this morning and the showers we're expecting this afternoon, well, we could get to 90 and thus continuing the heat wave. Today would be day 5 in the current heat wave of 3 that we've had this year thus far. But that remains to be seen. We've got a nice view from Middletown. The rain has moved on through there, some wet pavement. Hartford, we had a couple of showers a little bit earlier. And as you can see, a few scattered showers are still with us. Some heavy downpours in parts of northeast and southeast Connecticut. This is moving towards the Rhode Island border and will be gone within the hour. So it's 7 o'clock right now. It will be gone within the hour to, let's say, an hour and a half. But we still have a little bit more activity back to the west. That's shower activity in Meriden, Middlefield, Durham, Wallingford. Some of this has been particularly heavy. No lightning, no thunder associated with these storms, but it is beneficial rainfall we're getting in parts of northeast and southeast Connecticut. And you can see that line going all the way from the top Massachusetts border right down to New London and parts of southeast Connecticut. So getting some beneficial rainfall this morning. Temperatures, well, they're soupy out there. It's humid. 71 degrees at Bradley, 75 at Brainerd, 75 in New Haven, and 76 in Bridgeport. And look at the dew points, especially along the shoreline. They're in the low 70s, and they will be between 70 and 75 degrees during the day today. So that's kind of soupy. Storms are possible. The Storm Prediction Center has placed Connecticut a portion northeast and southeast in the marginal risk. That's like level 1. And then level 2 is the slight risk. That's a little bit more important, that area of yellow there. So cause for concern as we move through the day today. And then showers are possible again tomorrow. We've gone ahead and issued an early warning weather alert for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're in the marginal risk category for receiving some strong storms, so we'll certainly keep you posted. As we take you out to the satellite and radar, you can see the storms, or the rain I should say, pushing through parts of northeast and southeast Connecticut, Tolland and Wyndham and New London and Middlesex counties, dealing with some of this scattered shower activity. And as I widen out the shot, you're going to notice more rain just over the Ohio border, moving on into Pennsylvania. That's moving in our direction and will be here by later on this afternoon through the evening hours, and that's when we run that potential for some strong storms. That is according to Early Warning Futurecast. Tomorrow's weather today. This is noon 2. You'll see the landscape dotted with these blotches of red, green, and yellow, and red. Just could be some turbulent weather. And then tonight, more of the same. I think Futurecast is underplaying it just a little bit. I think we're going to see more storms this evening through tonight. Daytime highs today climb into the mid to upper 80s. We are looking at, again, there's just a little bit more in the way of sunshine. The temperatures could be a little bit warmer, so we'll keep you posted. Tomorrow, back to 90 with humid weather and showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening. Friday looks good, as does Saturday and Sunday. Sunday and Monday, we're talking about temperatures back into the low 90s with humidity making a comeback. That's a check of your early warning forecast. I'm meteorologist Scot Haney in the Early Warning Forecast Center. I'll be here all day tracking the storms for you. In the meantime, Nicole, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks, Scott. Let's get to our latest headlines on this Wednesday morning. Of course, we're talking about the coronavirus here in Connecticut. And from overnight, we learned that Connecticut is apparently the country's leader in fighting this virus. According to COVID Act Now, our state is the only one on track to contain COVID-19. You can see we're the only state there on the map in green. Yesterday, 41 new positive cases were reported here in Connecticut, but no new deaths were reported. 8 more people are in the hospital, bumping the total now to hospitalizations of 62. As for testing, 5,500 new tests were performed in the last day. Connecticut will be enforcing its 2-week quarantine as well on out-of-state travelers from hard-hit states this Friday, so in 2 days from now. 31 states are now part of the travel advisory list. Anyone coming into Connecticut at Bradley International Airport from those states need to quarantine for 14 days and fill out an online form so the state can track them. Travelers can also show proof of a negative test taken less than 72 hours before landing. But Connecticut has been slow when it comes to rolling out this plan.
I have no forms since I left this trip. We got the tickets, we got on the plane, we just came back.
A $1,000 fine could be issued to anyone who does not comply with these rules. There is still concern, too, over those driving into Connecticut, and the state says as of right now, there will be no spot checks on the highways. As for other means of travel, as we mentioned, no spot checks on the highways. All right, we're just a few days away from the deadline for school districts to submit their reopening plans. And this morning, Channel 3, Connecticut's Back to School Authority, is taking a look at how some of the recent proposals will impact students and teachers. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Roger Susannon explains what parents need to know on this topic.
Last night, hundreds of parents and teachers joined a special Zoom call as New Haven Public Schools released their reopening plan. The document details 3 separate scenarios and tackles dozens of topics, including an exact daily cleaning regimen, specific rules for bus ridership, and details involving daily self-screenings. The changes won't be easy to orchestrate or cheap. District leaders say it will cost nearly $14 million to reopen. The biggest teachers union in the state, the Connecticut Education Association, also just released their own plan. CEA says their proposal is meant to enhance, not dismiss, the state's plan. The union is calling for a delayed reopening of schools and demanding guaranteed funding for coronavirus-related expenses. Some parents and teachers say, despite learning more details about these plans, they still feel uneasy about sending kids back to school during a pandemic.
I am concerned that there are too many moving pieces to this puzzle. Too many unknowns are still present, some of them related to transportation, sanitization.
The social distancing aspect of trying to get kids in school, all kids as much as possible, is a huge hurdle, and something that I don't think many districts, if any, in Connecticut are going to be able to pull off.
Roger Susannon, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Now remember, the deadline for school districts to submit their reopening plans to the state is Friday. Pharmaceutical giant Pfizer is one of many companies working on a vaccine right now. And this morning at 11, the company will discuss its research alongside Governor Ned Lamont at its Connecticut location in Groton. Pfizer started testing an experimental vaccine on people in the U.S. back in May. So we'll be sure to update you on this story later on the Channel 3 app. We're also following breaking developments from overnight in Norwich, where police confirmed that a man who was shot has died. Officers are now treating the case as a murder. This is an update to breaking news we brought you last night on Eyewitness News at 11. Now, the shooting happened around 4:30 yesterday afternoon on Lake Street. A 39-year-old man died at the hospital. Police believe he was targeted. Investigators are now looking for suspects. Thank you so much for tuning into Eyewitness News on this Wednesday morning. Remember, you can get news and weather updates anytime on that Channel 3 app, and that weather app is going to be extra handy today. Have a great day, everyone.